with a TNA World Tag Team Championship match. Another defense for the Angle Alliance duo.
911 operator, what's your emergency? Help me, they're in my...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest on TNA Impact. It is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing King Number 1, the challenger. Accompanied to the ring by D.T. James. The team of Kip James and Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Back and against all odds, everything looked in place for a feel-good moment for TNA's Marines. B.G. James and Bullet Bob Armstrong, the father and son tag team that looked to accomplish a dream by winning the tag team titles. But when A.J. Styles connected on a perfectly executed springboard dropkick to the knee of B.G., the dream became a nightmare. B.G. severely hyperextends the knee. Tonight, Kip takes his spot.
And their opponents are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Tomko and the Prince of Phenomenal, AJ Styles.
Well, the battle lines are being drawn in TNA, and the realization is set in that to be successful, to be a force, to maintain power, that you must have backup through strength in numbers. That fact evident last week when Tomko confirmed he had not only cut all ties with Christian Cage, but they had also officially joined Kurt Angle's alliance. Meanwhile, Tomko's teammate AJ Styles found himself in the unique situation, to say the least, of kissing the bride, Kurt's wife Karen, when all hell broke loose during last week's Valentine's Day renewal of vows. And as we saw just moments ago, Kurt and Karen are back at each other's throats once again as Kurt tries to prepare for his match tonight against Booker T, while telling Karen to take her drama to her quote-unquote other husband.
Well, one thing great about the relationship, Mike, between B.G. James and his former partner, Kip James, and history of tag teaming together, they're able to come up with this situation where Kip James able to come in and substitute for the injured B.G. James, and you saw it earlier, that drop kick right onto the knee, the front of the knee by A.J. Styles on B.G. James, of course, caused the hyperextension. But this is a great opportunity for Bullet Bob Armstrong, that title that eluded him. Now he has a chance to get it back here tonight.
And in addition to Kurt Angle versus Booker T in that high-profile Impact main event, we will have a special tribute to Black Machismo Jay Lethal for all of his accomplishments in his 2 years here in TNA that were topped by that performance at Against All Odds, where he single-handedly saved the X Division. And wait till you see the exclusive video that was shot after we went off the air last week on Impact, right after the wedding vows were renewed.
Well, it was unreal. You cannot believe the bodies that were flying after that wedding, after we saw the kiss between A.J. Styles and Karen. It's almost like that just started things, not ended things, and we can see how upset that Kurt was earlier about that. And Mike, we've got other questions to be answered. Of course, we remember Christian Cage being taken out of that tag team matchup last week. Hopefully we can maybe get to the bottom of that as we see Kip James go eye to eye with Tomko.
Well, Christian will tell us exactly what happened, exactly who was responsible when he was laid out last week, knocked unconscious. You know, he scheduled the team with Samoa Joe, and I have a feeling that he's going to confirm our suspicions that A.J. Styles' fingerprints were all over that attack.
Well, wow, what a Pele out of nowhere! Again, you just don't expect it coming, and he was able to jar Kip James, and that allowed Tomko to just kill him with that clothesline.
And here comes Karen Angle headed towards ringside. Remember what Kurt said? Take your drama, take your soap opera to your other husband.
Well, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and we know how Karen's been feeling lately. She just doesn't feel like she's getting the attention, that Kurt just feels that everything that he does in wrestling is more important than her. And look at her, she comes right out here as the crowd yells Karen Styles after what they saw last week. But now she's here to give AJ her support.
And wait until you see that video. You talk about an out-of-control Kurt Angle. This went down after we went off the air last week. Wait till you see his reaction to the minister pronouncing AJ and Karen as man and wife. You talked about bodies flying all over the impact zone. I know one of them was JB.
Well, we heard Kurt Angle allude to it earlier, but you're not kidding. I mean, he just snapped, and I don't blame him. because it really was chaos. You see Bullet Bob coming in, and look at this, able to somehow counter Tomko. And look at these shots. I mean, this guy's amazing. We talk about the shape he's in for 67 years old, but look at this, repeated shots, one after the other on Tomko.
Open hand slaps to the chest of Tomko. Turns his attention to AJ and decks him with one shot. Oh, but AJ, look at that cheap shot right there as he rakes the eyes.
It just seems even worse.
Whoa! They went for the high-low.
Bullet Bob got out of the way, and you see the crash landing right there in the middle of the ring between the tag team champions. And now, you see, wait a minute. You can see Kip James has got the crutch of BG James, and he's going to hit either Tomko or AJ. He's sizing him up.
What the hell?
What? He just cracked Bullet Bob Armstrong. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners is still TNA World Tag Team Champions.
I don't get it. Kip James has been so supportive. Oh, and he just took out that hyperextended knee.
Oh, it was all an act. I mean, my God, you'd think with the history of these families, that, oh, this is just disgusting. Now look at this. He just broke